You know who you are. Can you just raise your hand if you're part of the Far-Flung flock? See, they've come from all over. So good. Welcome. Boy, what a nice treat, man. This is fantastic. All you crazy people coming to Boston to spend a weekend with us here at St. Cecilia from near and far. It's just so good. Can I see a hand, show hands? Who are the first timers here this week? Oh, wow. What? Nice! That is fantastic. Nice. Wow. All right, how about them second timers? All right. Whoa, look at.
We're thrilled we have about 120 people here from about 20 different states. Canada, the United Kingdom, and America.
Hi, I'm Dale, and this is my wife, Kathy.
Hi.
And we are from Dallas, Texas. And we've come, this is our second year to come to the Far-Flung flock meeting, gathering, reunion.
So the planning team for the Far-Flung flock has been working on this pretty much since last year's retreat, taking the ideas that people had last year and trying to bring them forward for this year.
Hi, I'm Dan, by the way, and I'm here at the second annual retreat for the Far-Flung flock. People have put 6 words that describe what the flock means to them or what St. Cecilia means to them. I myself just did 6 words. Actually, I did 12 words, and they're back in my folder. But you know, what has this last year meant? What has the Far-Flung flock meant? And let me just never thought of it that way. Perfect way of looking at life and what the challenges are out there. Connectedness, single word, love that. Burst of hope and joy in the darkness. Wow, very much so. It says a lot. But you know, I could go through all of them, but my personal ones were things like patience. I went with hope, light, love, compassion, balance. Things that spoke to me personally and things that I've learned from the St. Cecilia community.
We came last year and again this year because we watch Mass at St. Cecilia's every Sunday since the pandemic. And we are registered parishioners. St. Cecilia feels like home. And we want to meet people in person in the parish, and it's delightful.
And Father Uni feeds us.
Yes, yes.
I am so excited. First of all, it's such a beautiful day. Dr. Jim O'Connell's coming, Nancy Marek Cody. We've got so many people coming. I'm just excited that everybody's here.
Para bailar la bamba, para bailar la bamba se necesita una copa de gracia. Una copa de gracia pa' ti y arriba, y arriba, y arriba. Ay, arriba, y arriba, por ti seré, por ti seré, por ti seré. Here you coming? Bamba, bamba. Bamba, bamba. Bamba, bam. Yo no soy Yo no soy marinero, soy capitán, soy capitán, soy capitán. Don't tell my wife. Bam, ba, bam, ba. Here we go, everybody. Bam, ba, bam, bam. Bam, ba, bam, bam. Bam, ba, bam, ba. Thank you, thank you.
Can you believe it? We're actually celebrating the 3rd anniversary of the Far-Flung flock. 3 years. I mean, it has flown by. Our distant but not remote community was officially born, I think, in the fall of 2021. And 2021 feels like eons ago. And then when you think back, it's like, holy moly. What happened in 2020 and then those subsequent years? And that's the stuff that can decimate a community. Ready? COVID, literally. Families. We've all lost somebody. Communities like church. And yet, I swear, it's through the grace of the Spirit that we somehow didn't miss a step. And that's not me saying that like, hey, we didn't miss a step. It just happened, and we didn't miss a weekend, and we're able to kind of start with that little camera in the middle aisle and have continued, and now are growing. Jesus offered his own beautiful practice to the disciples. And as I say all the time, we are the modern day disciples. What does he say? Make your home in me as I make mine in you. I am with you always.
The way we tend to think about grace in Catholicism is like, as you know, the water that's seeped into the earth as it is and finds itself in everything, in the mud, in the plants, in the animals, in, you know, our movement and in our breath. God is everywhere. Like, God looks on the earth as it is and, you know, sees the resplendence of God in all things. So do you see how that's a little bit different? Like some other traditions might say like, oh, like grace blankets the earth and makes it pure, and that's how God looks at it. But I think in our Catholic tradition we would say, you know, we find God in the last places and the least places and the most unexpected places.
Reflect. And not just up here, but here. You know, spirituality, it's not a thing of the mind alone. It's a holistic process where our hearts, our minds, our movements, our blood running through our veins, all of that is connected, and it's deeply meaningful, or it can be deeply meaningful. We just need to pay attention to it, be able to discern that.
I think we're coming into this quote-unquote monastery into a transformed place, and I hope a transformative place. Here at St. C's this weekend, but also inside our own hearts, our own churches, cathedrals within. I hope that becomes transformed in all of us, self-included, and that we in turn become transformative. And I think the only way to do that is to reflect and take a little time to rest. The unreflected life isn't worth living, Socrates, right? All of this ancient wisdom plays itself out in the action of a weekend like this.
You are so good for me. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you.
At last year's retreat, everything about St. Cecilia's that we see, I think, was in the retreat, meaning fellowship, great music, worship, you know, just incredible community. But there wasn't service. And so we thought about that. We thought, it would be great if there was a way that we could bring that into this retreat experience too, because St. Cecilia's does so much service. So we started talking about, well, what could we all do together? And we thought literally about going as a group somewhere on Sunday afternoon after the liturgy, but it's really hard to pull that together. So second plan was, well, maybe we could do something like this. And so Mark Lepold, who's so active here with homeless and ministry and other ministries, said, you know what, maybe we could connect with one of the agencies and ask them what they need.
At St. Cecilia, I spearhead the Hunger and Homelessness Ministry, but generally that is a local project. So to be asked to assist the Far-Flung flock in their service project, I think was really deeply moving for me. And when I heard that Dr. O'Connell was going to be the keynote speaker, it became pretty clear that the service project would have to revolve around Boston Healthcare for the Homeless.
So then the idea was, well, maybe Dr. Jim O'Connell could speak and be our keynote speaker. And so then we thought, okay, well, let's talk to their street worker team and see. And so they gave us 7 items that they said would be fantastic. We could make bags that we could actually give people to help make their day a little better when they're out in the cold or the wet. And so rain ponchos, hats, socks, the little food item were all things that were identified that could be really helpful.
In my experience with homelessness and hunger agencies, as much as these are going to help the recipients who receive these on the street, as you might have heard earlier, I believe these are also a way of saying to the staffers of the agency that the community supports them. And that's not always a message that they hear every day, but these bags are a palpable proof that we at St. Cecilia and we at the Far-Flung flock appreciate their work with those experiencing homelessness in Boston.
This was the moment, the greatest moment of them all.
I thought the weekend was amazing. And I just said to my daughter, thank you, because she's the one that introduced me to St. Cecilia's 6 years ago. So I said, do you see what you just did? As I showed her and introduced her to so many new friends from St. Cecilia's. It was just magnificent. And it really built on last year's weekend that we started with, and it's just been an amazing culmination of the last 2 years.
It's so wonderful to see all the folks that are from far away. We sure are happy that they joined us today. We always feel that they're part of us, but their enthusiasm and joy to be here, it's like they come and make a pilgrimage, and we're so happy to be able to share that with them. So I hope they come back and see us often and be here for Triduum. That's a very special time.
So for those who are joining with us via the live stream who couldn't be here in person this weekend, we know that you're with us in spirit and we are with you in spirit. You know you're home and you're in our heart and prayer. So we're going to give you a rousing applause, all those that are joining.